7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
Hey, welcome to the Geek podcast, episode 17. I am your host, Steven, and today we have Jason.
You're killing me, Smalls.
Oh, I like it.
Sandlot.
Yeah, that's right.
You know they made a second Sandlot, and
Didn't watch it.
Yeah.
and
Ruined it.
I figured.
Sorry,
that's why I didn't
my
watch
dog-
it. I'm
my
glad I
dog's
didn't
going
watch
crazy.
it. If that's what you guys say.
yeah, no, don't watch it. Don't watch it. It's not good. But let's not forget, we also have Mick with us today.
I'm here. What's up? What's happening? Of
We can't
Love
forget
y'all.
about you, Mick.
course not.
Heck no.
All right, so episode 17. What's new, boys? Anything?
I don't know. What's new?
Anything
What's
new
happening?
happened this week? There was a, I don't know. There's not a lot, but there's a little bit. There's enough. We had a Destiny live event happen this week.
Yeah, I missed it.
Yeah.
Dang it.
Thank
What
you
happened?
to one of our listeners who reminded us to watch it. But Destiny 2 had a live event that took place today around 10 a.m. And I guess it was to like tease some like new season type stuff. It was very like Fortnite-esque. Did you guys hear about the Fortnite thing they did?
No. I heard it was Fortnite-esque, but I don't know what they
No.
did. I just heard that comparison.
So Fortnite did a event. It was a live event where they had a Travis Barker. Is he a rapper?
I don't know.
Man, we sound so old right now. It's not even funny.
Right.
Boys, we gotta pull it together.
I don't know. What is this?
I'm pretty sure it's Travis Barker, but they had him do a concert in Fortnite, and everybody who like was in the battle royale at that time could watch the concert for free, and like everybody just gotta like you gotta like fly around. My son did it, and I kind of saw it happening. So he gotta like fly around, and they gave you some new like dances they could do, and it was cool. It was very like they had like a big old tall Travis Barker in the like dance around, and he'd stomp the ground, and everybody would like float up in the air and like took you through space. So it was like really cool. It was really like interactive, and it held the attention of kids worldwide for like 10 minutes. That's what's so great about Fortnite. That's what I love about it. It's just like holds the kids' attention. So, it's so good.
Here you go, son.
Yeah, go play some
Play
Fortnite.
Fortnite.
You're like, all right, Dad, I'm on it for the rest of the night.
Daddy go talk with his friends.
But so Destiny did this thing, and they kind of like teased it as this live event, and I don't know, like I haven't played Destiny 2 really at all, and I spent a lot of time in Destiny 1. I wasn't good at it, but I had a lot of friends who played it, so that was kind of the game I played.
They made the second one free to play.
Yeah, I know.
How come we didn't play it?
I want to get into this. Like, there's a reason I haven't gotten into it, and I want to get into it a little bit later. It's like for a different discussion, and I think it applies to a lot of us. But they announced this like thing. They teased like this event, and everybody be at the, I don't even know what it's called. It's like the main center, where everybody comes like before you go out to your missions and stuff.
I know what you're talking about. I can't remember what it's
Yeah,
called.
and then so like something appeared in the sky, and it was called the Almighty, and it appeared in the sky, and so everybody was like, "Oh my gosh, what's this thing?" And then like you were able to fire some like rockets at it, but nothing was happening. And then from behind it, these like other missiles came and like blew the thing up, and it crashed like far off in the distance in the ground. It like crashed. And then that's the end of it. Like that was the whole thing. So like they're getting a little bit of flack because it started at 10. The actual event didn't happen until 11:40 or something. It was like 80 minutes later.
Wow.
Yeah. So like it took a very long time for it to take place. And I don't know if that was intentional. I don't know if that was Destiny's like intention with it for it to like be a long drawn out thing. But like all people got out of it was an emote or a new emblem. It was a new emblem, and
Not an expansion.
no, there's like it's kind of like I think it's teasing like the season 7 like update and like what's gonna happen. And I know they've been like teasing the Cabal as like the big bad guy forever. And like I said, I haven't really played Destiny 2, so I don't know the story that much. But people seem like it was the general consensus that I got was like it was underwhelming, but it was like a step in the right direction. It felt like Destiny was finally living up to what it was supposed to be. And unintentionally, Destiny kind of fell into the No Man's Sky realm of things where like it didn't really live up to the game it was supposed to be. Because
Still way better than
it's still better. Yeah, no, I completely agree.
I don't know now because they did a whole bunch of new updates to No Man's Sky where you could build stuff and all that stuff. But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I haven't gotten into it, but
that you know what that kind of reminds me. That reminds me. Sorry for cutting you off.
No, you're fine.
I remember World of Warcraft when they introduced. That's how they introduced a new. I forget which one it was, but I remember playing, and then all of a sudden this dragon blows up the big portion of the map or whatever, and that was the next expansion pack, and everybody's like, "What?"
Yeah, I mean, they originally teased Destiny as a World of Warcraft type game, a big, massive MMO. Like, you know, when it was supposed to be like you're going to be in an ever-changing environment with adapting maps, and you're going to run into new people every time you step out, whether it's in campaign or if it's in whether it's campaign or multiplayer. Like everything's going to be new. It's always going to be new and different. And it like didn't quite live up to that. I mean, you could be in a story mission and see some like another party like flying by you or coming through and helping you out. But like, I don't know. I don't think it lived up to the hype of it, but I think this might be a step in the right direction. I think that's what I.
What's the step in the right direction though? So based on what you're saying, I'm trying to gather what's the right step that they're taking with showing what they showed.
You know, I don't know. I think the step is to be more of an adaptive game. Like the game was supposed to be a game where like it learns as you play, and the live events have like actual repercussions on like what happens in the game. And like the way I've never played World of Warcraft. I don't know if you guys have.
I have. I used to play that hardcore.
Yeah,
I don't play hardcore, but I play.
So like, weren't the raids like massive things that happen, and like like that's the way Destiny was supposed to be. And I don't know, it kind of felt that way. I did the raids in Destiny 1, but I never played it. And I think as somebody who's a World of Warcraft fan going over to Destiny, it would be underwhelming.
It is. I can understand because the power of the PlayStation and the PC is totally different. I mean, and they got way more servers. Blizzard does.
Yeah, right.
I mean, it's an old game, so I'm sure they have tons and tons of servers to run the games that they run. But
yeah, I don't know. I think from what I got from it, from what I heard from it, everybody was like, okay, that was cool. Like, I'm excited for what's going to happen in the next season. But it was like, that could have been done a little quicker. Like the fact that it took 80 minutes for it from start to finish, and the real like meat of it happened in the last 5 minutes.
So what was happening in that 80 minutes? Was it just waiting, or was it?
Yeah, it was like this. It was like this thing called the Almighty. It looks like a satellite. It like appeared up in the sky.
Well, you said that's once it started, right?
Yeah, that was at like.
So that was 80 minutes after. But I'm saying.
No, that started at like 10 a.m. Like that thing that was up in the air.
Oh, what you talked about was okay. So what you talked about lasted 80 minutes.
So the thing appeared in the sky at like. And then it sat in the air, and then it got missile. You could like shoot missiles at it, and it didn't do anything. And then the last 5 minutes is when it like got really attacked. It blew up, and then it fell to the ground.
Oh, so they were trying to attack this thing for 80 minutes and then finally, or 75 minutes, I guess, and then for the last 5
See,
minutes.
I don't know.
it was destroyed.
This is where I didn't do like a ton of my good homework because I think it was only for a little bit of time that they were able to actually attack it.
Mm.
And I heard the attacking was like they couldn't use their weapons. It was like way off in the distance, so they had to use like these mounted guns that just like did the same attack, and it felt very like dull, I guess. But I think it was their way of giving like instead of how like most games will introduce like a little short video or whatever to like tease the one that comes really close to mind is like Call of Duty. They did it with the introduction of the Warzone. They like did a little thing where Price and Ghost were on a mission and like there's this gas and like that was really cool. I think the gist is like they could have gotten this thing in with that type of like short video instead of doing this thing and still had the same outcome from it. So I don't know. Like I said, I haven't been in Destiny for a long time. It's been over a year and a half since I've seriously played Destiny 2. But this would what leads me to it. And the reason why I haven't taken so long is I was thinking about like backlogs. You know how like we all have like our video game backlogs that like we want to tackle someday.
Yep.
I got into Destiny 2 when I downloaded it for free. And the first mission was like really weird. It's a copy, like an updated copy of the first mission you play in Destiny 1. But then you realize like there's so much work you have to do to invest in it to get up to where everybody else is at right now. And I think there's either 2 or 3 DLCs that you would have to buy to like gain the light level that's needed for like the raids and stuff like that. And it's just like a huge commitment to try to get into. And I think that was where I was like, okay, I really don't want to get into this. I don't want to have to grind through story missions and grind through.
And it was the same, just like the very first one. You remember how when you would play, it was the same missions over and over and over and over. Same thing.
Yeah.
It was the same game. That's why I went free to play, because it was kind of janky.
Yeah,
so
I think
why not keep it on the market and try to sell as much what is it called, microtransactions that they can.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and the way that Destiny works too is like they don't allow you can play for free. You can play like the vanilla of the game, but once you hit a certain light limit, there's more elements you need to like make better armor and make better weapons, but you can't obtain those until you get into like the next DLC's story missions. And what are they call them strikes. There's like these like weekly strikes you got to do, and it's like it's really in depth, and like the meta of the game is really it's really in depth, and it's daunting. It's like you look at it and you're like, I just want to play through the campaign, and I want to be able to like get up to where my level is as high as everybody else is, and I can go into multiplayer and just have fun in multiplayer. But it's such a like a time sucker that you got to like spend all this time in it to get it up. And
yeah, it was grindy. And then you get to a certain point, right? Because as you're leveling up, you're getting all these nice drops, and you're leveling up. Then your levels stop at one point, right? And now all your leveling is gear based. So you have to win. You know how many times I went into a match and fought, and all the other guys that I was playing with got their drops, and I didn't get one drop to raise my level.
Yeah,
it's like,
and it's
what the heck?
Yeah,
I've been fighting for 15 days, and my brother would get on one night and he gets the 2 drops.
Yeah,
I'm like, what?
And it's like the new exotic gun that like everybody's trying to get, and you're just like, I just spent forever in this game, and I don't want to spend any more time in it to get nothing.
Yeah. That's a head puncher.
That's how I felt too, because like I had a lot of friends who like had a ton of like really great stuff, and then I was just like, I never get any of this stuff. I'd be in matches with people and like, oh my gosh, I got the whatever. There's like a rocket launcher that was crazy good for a while. I'm like, good for you, man. Like this is my 400th game and I haven't got it.
I know.
But so like that's what I was thinking about the time suck.
It's not worth
what
it.
I want to call it. Yeah, it's just not worth it. But like that's why I haven't played a lot of other games. That's the same thing with like Skyrim and The Witcher. The Witcher has been like, it was like the whole collection was $14, and I was like, oh, I should get this game. And I'm just like, I don't have time to sit down and play three renditions of The Witcher and like get caught up on it. That's months worth of work to do for this, like to be at where everybody else is at right now and knowing what's going on. And it's like, I don't want to do that, man. Yeah,
Unless
I don't know.
Yeah,
Mick,
Mick can
I
finish
seriously
it
don't know how you do it. This dude powers through games over the weekend. He's like, oh, I'll go finish Pokemon. I'll get it done.
Because I got an awesome wife, and she'll be like, beat it, babe.
You go
Beat
do
it.
it. You go.
I will. I'm going
I'm gonna
to.
do it
That's
for you,
right.
babe. Like, so are there any? So I was thinking about, like, are there any games that you guys haven't gone through, and it's like specifically because of a time like constraint?
I don't think so. Not that I can think of just off the top of my head right now.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No,
That's a good question.
I don't. I mean, I could get lost in like RPG games, and then I get bored of them because I keep going off in like
You get sidetracked.
secondhand missions and stuff like that, and I never. That's what happened with Red Dead, the new Red Dead.
Yeah.
All you guys beat the game, but me, being me, I like to go explore, and then I get sidetracked, and I go do a whole bunch of other stuff.
That's why I haven't.
Stuff.
Yeah, that's why I haven't even done GTA 5. I beat it on 360, and I don't want to go. I don't want to sit through it and try to beat it on Xbox One now. Like, that doesn't sound
to go
fun.
through.
Well, like, I get on.
What's crazy?
I get on with my nephew. What's up? What's crazy?
Okay, when I played Grand Theft Auto 5, obviously I wasn't that much younger than I am now, right? But I guess You're even maturing. With the few years I have, I'm yeah.
You're like,
got a little.
You're like, what am I doing right now?
I got 2 more hairs on my chin, but I go back and I understand. Just same thing with movies. But when I went back to play GTA, there's a lot of things that were in that game where I was like, oh, I didn't even put two together, because I pay a little bit more attention instead of just playing the game, trying to get through it. You know what I mean? Get an idea what the story is. You kind of follow the characters a little bit more and see what's actually going on. And you're like,
that's weird because games like GTA, man, it's so long and there's so much to do in there. It's kind of like, why?
It's like, how do
I really don't have any
all
interest to replay it unless there's like a cheat code that I want to try out or something. Like there's a cheat code in there, and like unlimited ammo, and you want to go toe to toe with the cops for a while, and then you replay it. But I don't know. But just going through the whole story on there for a game like GTA to me is like,
it's
another game or something.
The story's good. Yeah, you're right.
Story's
but
good.
I mean, we're in a lull right now. We're in a big. This whole Corona thing going out. There's not a lot of good games going out.
Yeah.
So I got a library of games that I've never messed with. They just sit on the shelf, and I was like, I feel like playing GTA. I haven't played that thing in heck long, so I decided to just play it again. Turns out the story is better than I remember.
The story was great. I really liked the story. I enjoyed it. It was fun and entertaining, and you gotta it was kind of new. You gotta play with like 3 different characters at one time, and it was fun. I like the raids now, or the raids, the heists. Like, those are awesome.
I know.
Those things are so much fun. And but again, there's like a lot of work that goes into setting up the heists. You have to actually do like setups, and there's like 4 missions, and then you got to go in with 4 people, and you got to do this heist, and you
need a fire truck. You need
they're super rewarding, but they take forever.
Yeah.
They take forever. So I don't know.
Which is somewhat realistic. I mean, GTA is a realistic.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. So, well, cool. So yeah, that's like the Destiny news. That's all that's really going on. There's a new game that's coming out on the 19th of June.
Oh, really?
What game is it? Let me look it up. It's like a big game that's come up. You reminded me when you said that there was a lull.
Did we talk about it last podcast?
No.
I know they're remaking the.
Oh, it's The Last of Us.
SpongeBob gang. Oh, is that coming out?
It's The Last of Us Part 2.
Wow, yeah.
Oh, sweet. And
yeah,
I just beat The Last of Us again.
You did?
It was such a good story. I can't wait to see what's going to happen next, because he ends up lying to Ellie about what happened at the firefighters. Did you guys play it?
Yeah.
I didn't play it. I played the multiplayer. The multiplayer is really good.
Yeah. But
Right. Well, the fireflies.
Okay, hold on. That multiplayer is like one of the most underrated multiplayers ever.
I'm not.
I think we've had this discussion.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I didn't bleh because of that. Because of multiplayer.
Okay.
I'm bad because Last of Us is such much more a good game than just its multiplayer. So it's. I mean, it's game of the year. Freaking.
I agree.
It's got a great storyline, and I don't know. I know that every game nowadays, when it's made, it has to have an online multiplayer because that's what everybody does nowadays, and that really just irritates the crap out of me. Because some games should just be what it is, and I think Last of Us should have been one of them. But
like God
anyway,
of War.
yeah, exactly. And
Dude, could you imagine God of War with the multiplayer though?
Oh no, I don't want to imagine that. That's my
Who said?
Sweet.
I know.
I know. I'm just saying it.
Who said? Well, now the mechanics of the fighting, you could definitely have a multiplayer.
Yeah,
it's not just a button masher. But
they would feel if you want to play a multiplayer like God of War, go play For Honor. I think that would be the closest thing.
Oh yeah, it's not a button masher at all now.
No.
Yeah, it's all skill,
it's all about
baby.
timing. It's all about skill.
Yes.
And I get wrecked in those games.
Better have some good internet.
Yeah.
But
yeah, you better have some good internet. Yeah, exactly.
Who was it? EA Games that said the single player story mode is done and over with. It's dead.
Like
I don't know who it was, but yeah,
and then God of War.
Yeah, and then God of War said
came out, and they're like, "You guys."
Well, dude, PS4 killed it. PS4 killed it that year. That was the year that like Spider-Man came out and God of War, and there was another one that came out too. There was was it Monster Hunter World?
Yeah,
that released as well.
Yeah, I didn't really like that game. It was a super grinder. I mean,
that one. Yeah, you want to play a grinder?
Fun.
Like, go do that one.
Yeah, it's fun, but you have to grind hard. I ain't got time.
Crazy.
That's one of those ones you're asking. I bought Monster Hunter, and I played it, and I played it, and I played it, and I was like, yeah, this is taking too much of my time, and I'm not leveling up quick enough.
If you want to go play a fun like Monster Hunter World, it's exactly what Monster Hunter World is. Epic Games, the guys who made Fortnite, made a Monster Hunter World. It's called Dauntless, and it's exactly like Monster Hunter World, exactly like it. So
it's like a ripoff of.
Pretty much. It's sad how like I got into it. I was like, oh, I've played this game before. And like you play with players, like you jump into a party, a team of 4, and you go fight a monster. And
it's an American version of Monster Hunter.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because the Monster Hunter is a Japanese game.
Yep.
And they just brought it to, was it PlayStation?
Yeah.
They brought it to. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. It kind of felt like Monster Hunter World kind of felt like Ark too, where you like go and I guess maybe not really Ark.
Yeah.
No.
It's a totally game. It's a game all on its own. Yeah. Hey, that's one thing that we got to do because I have a server.
Let's do it.
So we got to get down. My wife was talking about, how we all were on the same team and all
that stuff.
Yeah.
So I heard a little bit about your conversation with somebody that we work with.
Oh, yeah. My wife was all like, no. Let's all stay our own tribes. If they need help, we'll help them. But we'll build up our crap, and then we'll schedule a date, and we'll have a epic dino war.
No, hold on. You know that nobody's gonna win against you guys. You know that, right? Like you and Hannah are going to absolutely wreck everybody who comes against you guys. Because you guys can sit there.
That's why they want to do
it. They're just like, here, let's have a contest. All right, we'll do that, and then we'll have a Call of Duty tournament, and I'll take care of everybody on the Call of Duty tournament.
I don't know. I got first on Warzone. You didn't. So I don't know.
Bring that
I
up
might
again.
take that too. I might win it all.
Mick, when the thing said champion, you're the champion, were you alive at the time or were you spectating?
I was alive.
No, you weren't.
I was alive.
No, you were not.
I was going like this.
Yeah, exactly. But
I was alive.
Your team was carrying you. I want to know. No. I want to see your KD from that game.
It was 2000. 0 deaths.
Negative 2,000. You did 2,000 damage. That's it. You had
Times
$2,000.
negative.
Zero.
Times negative 1 million. So that's like 2 positives make two negatives make a positive. Get out of here.
Whatever. You don't know what you're talking about.
You don't even know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. You never got first place. So what are you talking about?
All right, you're right. I've never got first place. I'll admit it. I'm a man. I can admit it. Anyway, all right, let's move on. Nick, there's some exciting news. New live action Avatar.
Yes, I've been posting this all over Facebook, dog.
Wait, what? Are they doing chapter 2?
No.
What are they doing?
No. Why would they do chapter 2 when that?
Because why wouldn't they? They already did one.
Because it was crap. Because they just pulled it straight out my bunghole.
But
that's what it was.
But now it's what, 15, 20 years later. Now things are better. I mean, they can redo it.
They're going to be culturally correct this time, they said on the article that I posted, right?
Okay.
Because it was so stupid. They're like in an Inuit village, you know what I mean? Or whatever.
Right.
Eskimo village. Everybody looks Eskimo or Inuit. And there are the two actors, the water guys. What's her name? I can't remember the name right now. Sokka and his sister, the waterbender, were white. So you know what I mean. And then Aang was white. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with a white person, but with comics or super or whatever superheroes. If that character is a certain
stay true to the character.
Exactly.
If you're going to do Mulan, you're not going to put a white chick or Mexican chick or whatever in it. You're going to put an Asian chick in
They could have, yeah.
I mean, they could, but that part ruined it for me, and the acting was horrible. And Jason, if you watch that again, I guarantee you're going to be all like, this Aang was not believable.
No, he wasn't. I agree. I remember that now. Yeah, I agree with you.
The flying bison didn't look.
No, yeah.
What was terrible. His face? He looked like he had a leather face. His whole face was furry.
But it's like I think it had the potential to go there, though. I think if they would have tried to
never end the story,
continue it.
Yeah,
I didn't hear what you said. What did you say?
Thank you, Mick. I was thinking like if they can make a flying thing in the never-ending story look that good. What was that guy's name?
I forget his name.
You guys are gonna kill us. Atreyu. No, who cares? Let's figure it out later.
Everybody knows what you're talking
about. I know what I'm talking about. The flying dog.
Oh, the dog. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, yeah. What was the dog's name? I don't know.
Falcor.
Well, maybe.
Something like that.
That sounds familiar.
Flying dog.
I don't know.
Anyways,
if they can make him look good, how come they can't make a flying bison look good?
Did they make him look good, or are you just remembering like
butt.
effects from that time? And have you watched that recently?
Huh?
Never Ending Story. Have you got? I was talking to Steven. Did you watch that recently?
I've watched it within the last year.
Within the last year?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The effects were all right.
I watched it a long time ago, but I used to watch it all the time. I always was sad for the Cyclops.
Yeah, poor Cyclops.
Yeah.
And Artex. Oh my God.
Yeah. Say my name. Okay. Anyway.
You know how horrible that would be? To see your
horse
death.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would suck.
Yeah, that did suck.
Horrible. Me as a kid got that. I was like, that. I don't want to know when I'm gonna die. I just want to walk outside one day and be like, ugh!
That movie was
pass out and be gone.
Like, that was such a deep movie for being a kid's movie.
Yeah, I want to watch it again now. Now we're talking about
the nothing.
The nothing.
Watch out for the nothing.
Yeah.
Anyways, what were you talking about when we were talking about the Airbender?
Yeah, so I think that the potential was there. So like sometimes your first setup, your first go around, it's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be great. Sometimes the errors got to happen. You got to learn from them. I think if they would have went forward with them, to err is to, what is it? The error is to, whatever.
I don't know.
I also didn't like, because there's a lot of things that were even close to canon to the story. Like firebenders could create fire from nothing. They didn't need a barrel of fire to use the fire to bend. You know what I mean?
You got to nerf.
No, I thought.
You got to nerf him.
I thought there were certain ones only that can do it from nothing.
Nope. all the firebenders in the series were able to create fire from nothing.
Okay. All right. But
did you watch the
yeah.
series?
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought okay.
Some were only some were able to like bend electricity or have blue fire. But every firebender could create fire from nothing.
Create fire from nothing. Okay.
I started watching it.
That's why they're so strong.
But anyway, I thought
it'd be easy to
they were...
defeat them if you just put out their fire, their bonfire real quick. Waterbender just
like, pour water on this bucket.
We're just like the waterbenders. I mean, they have to have water around them too. So they
That's why their bases were around the oceans.
Yeah. I don't know. I thought if they continued, I thought they could have progressed and made it better. But I don't know. I
said freeze.
Well, I know that article says this movie is going to be the biggest budgeted movie Netflix has done yet.
Oh, it's a Netflix film.
Yep.
If it's a Netflix film, I think they're on a good track right now.
Yep.
Netflix. Well, okay.
Jason,
that changes things a little bit for me.
We just talked about Extraction. That's a Netflix film.
Yeah, yes, I know this. But Extraction doesn't require all this
CGI and stuff.
Exactly.
Ooh, and the CGI was really bad.
Yeah, you remember that? So just a little bit that they had to use in there wasn't that great. And I don't know. I'm trying to think of
be better what Nickelodeon did. I think
I can't think of a highly CG animated Netflix movie. Can any of you guys?
No.
See?
Not at the top of the head.
No, the other one I can think of is what's that one that Ryan Reynolds just did? It's called like 6 Feet Under.
I don't know.
He got a. It was
don't know anything about it.
It's a Netflix movie. He got a crew together. It looked good. I don't remember any like terrible CGI. The plot was just a terrible movie. But I don't remember like super bad CGI and stuff like that.
So my point is, Netflix isn't really known for this high budget, high special effects CG type movies.
Okay,
so I don't know how this is gonna go.
But we know that if they're boasting that it's the highest budgeted, if they're smart, hopefully all that budget will go to the CGI.
Well, it's gonna have to.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
That's the reason why it's going to be the highest.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why it is, and there's no other reason for it. But you can still have the wrong team. You can still be rushed to where it's not polished. You can still there's so many factors and stuff that go into it. You can be using the wrong machine for it. You know, there's so many variables that it's hard to make it crisp. So
let me ask you, Mika, somebody who's never seen. So I got to back up real fast. I started watching the first couple episodes of Avatar, and I was kind of like, okay, cool, I can get into this. And I got sidetracked with stuff, and my son is like totally watching it. He's like, Dad, can I watch Avatar? I'm like, yeah, sure. So the other day, the old Avatar movie is on Netflix as well.
Yeah, it is.
And so he was like, Dad, there's a movie, and I'm like, don't watch it. It's not good. Like. Don't watch it. Spoil your,
Well, he would like it.
Yeah, let him watch it, man.
I'll let him watch it.
He might let him have his own opinion. He might.
Yeah.
It might be the greatest movie you ever seen. I don't know. Probably not going to happen.
It might make him like the series.
No, it probably will. It probably will be the greatest movie he's ever seen.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know. So what I was going to ask is like, how, as somebody who's never seen the movie. Like, what was it? Was it the plot that was bad? Was it the CGI that was bad? Like, what?
Everything.
I wouldn't say
it
everything.
Was a plot.
Come on, man.
Everything.
No,
everything. They got it so wrong. Aang. Okay, so Aang. See, here's a movie right here where I'm telling you, it's not good. It's not good. Anyway, finally, there's plenty of movies I said that.
You're not as passionate about it as I am, though. So I need you to step it up right now.
Aang even know. Aang from what was I talking about?
You're talking about the things that are wrong
not
with
being good.
Airbender.
Yeah, that Airbender's not good.
Yeah, it's not good. I didn't like the plot because there's things that didn't happen. I understand because not Hollywood because it was a Nickelodeon movie, they had to scrunch the beefy stuff into a smaller story. You know what I mean? But from being a very, it's like comparing somebody that reads a book, right, and then watches a movie. There's like no juice, and they change so much just for that Hollywood feel to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just it wasn't good. If you gotta watch, Jason.
The series,
You of all people, right, are into story, plot, and all that stuff. If you were to watch a series again and remind yourself exactly what happened and when Aang knew when the airbenders were dead and all that stuff, how they ran into the airbender. They weren't walking on ice, they were floating down the river, and he was underwater, right? They changed a lot of aspects, like the spirit world, and they needed to slow down a little bit. I mean, they could have made book 1 2 movies. Honestly, that would be the best way to do it. I think they should do a series of movies. A good thing that they are doing is they're having the guys that wrote the series do the movie.
Oh, right.
So it's going to be on point. At least the story. The CGI might not be on point, but I'll take story over CGI any day of the week when it comes to this, because I want to see that. I don't know.
Well, I don't know. I mean, yes, I am a story plot guy, but yes, and typically, usually, I would take plot over CGI. But however, when you have a movie that's CGI driven, like for instance, because Avatar, I thought, not The Last Airbender, but that Avatar, the blue people, the James Cameron Avatar, I think that was a good story. But however, it's highly CGI driven. So if that CGI was horrible, that movie's now horrible, despite their story. So with something like this, if their CGI suffers, this movie's going to suffer. I think, anyway. But yeah, I mean, as far as the story aspects and it not being accurate, I guess, I mean, you would know better than I am. I did watch it. Maybe I'll rewatch it just to see, and do a comparison. But I didn't think so. I remember watching the series before the movie came out, just because I want to get brushed up on it and I want to, make sure I go in, with a fresh mind on everything that's going to happen. So I'm informed. So I remember doing that, and I still didn't. I mean, I had some problems, but I didn't.
Right.
I didn't think it was 100% done terrible.
Right. It's just there's things I can't remember exactly, like verbatim of what happened. I just could remember certain things, like for instance, their mom, the 2 waterbender kids. Well, one's a waterbender, one can't bend, but they knew her mom was dead, and the Fire Nation killed her. Right?
Yeah, right.
They saw it. Right. But in the movie, they show her talking to their mom's friend or grandmother or something like that, and they say that she ran away or something like that, or she's not here no more. Didn't say anything about her dying or something, if I'm remembering correctly. But they knew already, and they're showing it like that they never knew. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, that could have been like they knew that. What's that, Steven?
I was just saying, like, they tried to set it up as a plot point to make it look like a bigger deal in the movie instead of just staying with the canon that they already knew. Because I think I remember
they could have easily done a
like a flashback. But I think I remember that from the very first episode. Aang like opens about that, about how like there's 2 kids or whoever the it's not Aang, that's the narrator. Who's the narrator? It's like a girl.
It's
But like he said, like they say, like, and then the mom died, and then the brother took care of the sister, like to protect the sister, and like they went on their adventure, and that's how they found Aang. And like, so you learn that in like the first 5 minutes of the first episode of the series.
Yeah, I was watching it with my wife, and she was like, "This is junk. Why are you making me watch this? This is not even this. This is not even this." I'm like, "Babe, let's just watch it, because I know we're gonna talk about it eventually." She was like,
maybe I need to rewatch it. I'll rewatch it. Maybe we'll
I wish
get a
my
fresh mind on
wife's
it,
gonna
fresh
be
pair of eyes
mad
on it.
at me because I forgot her name. I can't remember her name. the waterbender name. Sorry, babe.
Is it like Akira or something like that? I just pulled that name out of my butt. I don't know where that one came from.
Shakira.
Shakira.
Oh, baby, when you talk like that. Oh, sorry.
But
Well,
yeah,
cool.
it's
Yeah.
coming out.
So all
I
right.
can't
So yeah,
wait.
I think high hopes for.
Okay. Oh, wait. So
Can't
I didn't
go
ever
any
get my
worse, it
original
sounds like.
question answered. So where are they going with it? So if it's not chapter 2, what are they doing? Are they doing the
They're
whole thing
starting
from the
from
beginning?
one. Yeah.
They're starting from 1?
Yeah.
They're gonna do the whole thing over. Okay.
Do it again. They said, fire back up, boys.
Okay, wait.
Take it from the top.
Mick, so you're gonna have the same problem, right? Because they're gonna have to alter it for the shortened length of time to do a movie, and it's not gonna contain the whole parts of the story from the season. So isn't it gonna? You're gonna go.
There's a right way. There's a right way to do it, and there's a wrong way to do it. And I feel that Nickelodeon did it the wrong way. You know what I mean? I think it could have been done
I think
better.
you did it already. I think just move forward with it. Don't. I hate seeing things redone the same way. Not the same way because they can make it better, but it's. I don't know. It's if you've done it, move on. Do either continue or leave it alone.
Yeah, but
unless it's like a big 40-year time, 30, 40-year time gap or something.
Look at the great Batmans we've had though, right? But they're different stories, I guess.
No, yeah, but that goes to my point. How many times have we got to see Bruce Wayne's parents die now?
Yeah, like how many origin stories of Batman have we gotten?
Yeah,
they run dry.
I get what you're saying.
And then here's the problem with that too, because then since you've just done it, well, not just done it, but I mean, since you've done it, now you're forced to do it differently because it's like now I can't do the exact same thing, even though that's the story. I got to alter a little bit to make it my own, to make it new. And then it's not gonna be well received again because they changed it again. You know what I mean?
For me, it just felt like they didn't even try.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They changed way more things than they needed to. But other than that, I think I can't say that it was a good movie for me. You know what I mean? I'm sure there's parts in the movie where they're actually bending and stuff like that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I did have a problem with the earth bending because you had 9 guys over here doing their earth bending thing, right? And only one rock flies. Like, you know what I mean? One rock flies. Right. And I'll show you when we get together. I'll show you that exact scene. It's like all that for one rock.
I remember what you're talking about. Yeah, I remember that.
I mean, if they got Ray to help out, then it would be a million rocks.
Right. It was like, oh, really?
I'm like salt bending.
Earth bending is like the coolest thing. And like there was a couple parts where like they made the stack of bricks the stack of like slates that came up and they threw them all, like you would throw dinner plates or whatever.
Yeah.
Or whatever. But yeah, it was pretty cool.
I didn't know this until just a second ago. Do you think the reason it was bad is because it was an M. Night Shyamalan directed film on Nickelodeon?
Hey, what do you got against M. Night Shyamalan?
Come on now.
What?
Is he like he's like one of the worst directors ever. He has a few good ones.
No, not ever. No. Yeah, he's got some good ones in his category. He's got Split. Split was hella good.
Was Split good? Did he redeem himself with Split?
I never saw Split. It was good.
It's on Netflix, and I need to go watch it.
Well, I mean,
but he had an awesome actor too. So
well, yeah,
it wasn't just
true
him.
That's true.
Yeah, because that actor is phenomenal.
Yeah.
What's his name?
I knew you were gonna ask that. Put me on the spot. I can't remember it right now. Dang it! I'm gonna kick myself for not remembering his name.
He's probably one of the best actors of our time. Not the best, but one of it.
He's up there.
Yeah,
he's up there and underrated.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yep.
His
He's
his
freaking
stint in the early 2000s wasn't very good.
You gotta takes a while to get traction. Yeah.
Because he did The Sixth Sense, which is a great movie.
All right.
Unbreakable, which was a great movie.
Great movie.
Signs, great movie.
Great movie.
The Village. The Village had
it was all right. It's a good twist at the end.
the twist
that-
is like the
Yeah.
most unexpected twist ever.
Yeah.
But then he did Lady in the Water, which I never actually saw.
That was kind of quirky, but I kind of enjoyed it. I mean, it wasn't too bad. I mean, we can chop that up to a bad movie. For
okay.
Him,
and then the Happening, which was a terrible movie, wasn't
I
it?
didn't see that.
That was the one where like the lady falls in front of the lawnmower. It's like they get abducted by it's like aliens and stuff like that.
No, wait, isn't that where they're killing each other? They're killing themselves. And
they
stuff?
kill themselves. Yeah.
Right.
It's weird, like some virus.
That was that was crazy.
I thought it was
the worst scene in that movie was like when that girl gets in the car and it's on fire.
She just sits in the car.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
I was like, oh my goodness.
So wait, so what is that in the bad category or a good category?
I think it's in the bad category. I think it's got a 5 out of 10 on IMDb.
Well, I'm a fan of like those movies that are like apocalyptic movies.
Yeah,
I don't know. I like them, but I do.
It was like a 5 to a 6. Like that was what IMDb rated it as.
That's fair. A 6 is probably fair.
Yeah.
5
And
or
then
6,
he's got The Last Airbender after The Happening. And then After Earth. I don't know what After Earth is.
I don't know.
Wayward Pines, but that was a TV series. The Visit. I don't even know what The Visit is. Rise Up. He did Split and Glass.
Right. So you named some pretty good movies.
I didn't. Maybe I was wrong.
So yeah.
Guys,
So why
I was
are
wrong.
you giving Shalama Ding Dong some slack, man?
I guess.
The
he's a good director.
The Airbender isn't one of them.
I think the problem with the Airbender was Nickelodeon.
Yes.
Probably. Yeah. He was
They probably
hampered by his the creative overheads.
Yeah. So
I can't wait to see
know.
what these guys are going to bring though, because they're part of the original series. So they might make it right. That's like having what's his name? Why do I always do this? I always forget.
You always forget
George Lucas
people's name. There you go.
or R.
do you
Martin.
know? Yes,
Wow.
George Lucas.
Did you just read his brain?
Yes, that's
Wow,
so crazy.
that was amazing.
George Lucas coming back and doing a Star Wars movie. You know what I mean?
All right.
It's like it's probably gonna be bad. Steven will watch that one.
Oh yeah,
sure.
I would for sure watch it.
You watch it anyway.
Yeah.
George Lucas.
I'm gonna watch it. Yeah, I'm gonna watch it no matter what. My opinion may be swayed one way or the other, depending. So, okay. So speaking of movies, Jason, you had some movie news that you're excited about.
I'm excited. I'm excited because next week on the 12th, movie productions has been given the okay to start back up. So all these halted movies that are on pause can
in California
production. Yep, in California because of the new Phase 3.
That's big.
So we can get our movies going back now, and then eventually we'll have some new movies coming out instead of just this long hiatus that we've been on.
Black Widow.
Well, Black Widow's already been done though. We're just waiting for a good time
The
to
theaters.
release it. Theaters, yeah. But yeah, dude, I'm excited about that. So that includes TV too, right? So there's like TV shows and stuff that were. What are you doing?
Nothing.
What is that?
Trying to tell Mick to pull his mic away from his mouth.
I thought you were doing something anti-Black Widow again.
No.
Stop fat shaming me, Jason. Jason.
Yeah, Jason,
Steven.
knock it off.
Stop fat shaming
No, man,
me.
you're good. You're good. No, that's exciting, dude. I'm like, I can't wait. I want to get some new movies in. I'm tired of like seeing Scoob as the only new movie.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. And this is like the summer. This is like when our movies are supposed to be hitting too, and we're not getting them. We're missing out on our blockbusters right now.
I've had a couple people ask me. I had a couple people ask me to do a review on Scoob.
Really?
There's that whole there's a whole culture about Shaggy, about how he's like the god. Or have you guys ever seen those like Shaggy memes?
No,
You guys have never seen those?
never seen them.
Oh man,
Are you ready to share it with us right now?
I'll try to. Give me a second.
But so should we do it? Should we do a Scoob?
I'm down. I'm definitely down.
Did you already watch it, Mick?
I might get in trouble if we don't.
Oh, okay.
No, I liked all the Scooby Doo movies.
Did you
remember
really?
what was that? The island one where Scooby Doo's little nephew.
James
comes and
McAvoy
he's like-
was the other dude's, the actor's name. It just popped in my brain right now.
Oh.
Sorry.
Nice.
Sorry, Mick. Go ahead.
I don't remember. I don't remember the little dog's name, but
Scrappy?
Scrappy.
the last live action with him in it,
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
I enjoyed it. It was good. I like Scooby Doo.
Yeah.
Scooby Doo.
So okay, so this is the it's like from the subreddit community are Shaggy memes. It says,
Okay.
"Welcome to the realm of Shaggy. He may show mercy on your mortal soul. If you have any questions, feel free to message them on blah, blah, blah." But like he's just this whole thing about like how he's like a god and like he's only using they have a whole bunch of memes of him transforming into like Super Saiyan. And he's using less than 14% of his power, and it's this whole thing.
Where is this coming from? Why?
I don't
why
know.
Are they doing
There was
this?
like something there was an interview that came out with what's the name of the actor that plays Shaggy?
I don't know.
What's his name? He's in Without a Paddle. It's like Lillard, Matthew Lillard.
Sure. Let's
I
go with
think
it.
that's it. But yeah, he just like talks
think you're
about how
right.
like he didn't remember any of his scenes that he filmed and all this stuff. There's like all these quotes and like people have like idolized him to this god. It's like a real thing. It's a real thing.
Wow.
I'll post some links below, but I don't know where it came from. But I'll do some more research on it. I just know it's a
All
thing
right.
for some reason.
Are people
Okay.
being serious, or is it like a
I don't know. It's probably
sarcastic, comedic crap that you find on the internet?
It's probably like I don't know.
Meme,
Yeah, it's definitely a meme.
super meme. I don't get it, but
I'll look into it. Give me a few minutes. But yeah, so I'm really excited for the movies to be coming out.
yeah, me
I
too.
want to see some really good movies come out.
I know, me too, dog.
So wait, because it's kind of gotta go hand in hand too, right? So if new movies are coming out, we need the theaters to be out. Well, not according to you guys. You guys want it to come to your home.
No,
but-
I want the theaters to be out. I'm just saying, with everything that's going on, they're not going to come out right away. Even if they said, like, okay, theaters can be up right now, go see a movie in a theater. You know there's going to be a ton of, like, you can't sit 2 seats next to somebody, and you got to
Right.
wear a mask, and there's going to be no concessions. It's like, I'd rather see it at home. I don't want to go through all that. I'd rather see it at home if I have to go through all those.
I'm willing to bet that out of the three of us right here, I don't think there's one of us who don't sneak food in anyway, dude.
What are you talking about?
So,
What are you talking
I don't
about?
think the concession thing is too big of a deal, man.
Yeah,
some people
I-
probably, but I
guys are
bring my
heathens.
own stuff in there anyway.
I
so.
snuck in 2 Little Caesar pizzas
How did you even do that?
because I was wearing. Okay, it was back in the day, right? I was in high school, right? And we,
Oh my god.
those jackets that people used to wear, like the big long jackets, and they had the furry hood.
Oh, the hood. Yeah.
Anyways, I was wearing one of those things, and we went to Little Caesars, and we're gonna. we bought like 4 pizzas or whatever, and we ate 2 of them, and we didn't eat the rest of it. And then we're planning to go to the movies. I was like, I'm taking this shit. I'm gonna eat it on the way. Eat some of it on the way. So I grabbed both boxes just in case anybody else wanted some. Nobody ended up eating it. We were chilling in the parking lot for a little bit, and then I was all like, when it was time to go, and I was like, I'm about to sneak these things in. So all I did was I grabbed the boxes and I put them behind my back, right inside the coat, right. And then I had my friend put his hand on my back, right, and I put my hands in my pockets and pushed forward, so the boxes were held
Held from
tight,
your jacket.
but it was so squishy jacket you couldn't see. And then when I came into the theater, I sit down and I pull all that shit out. Everybody around us started laughing hella hard because we were passing pizza around and shit.
That's freaking awesome, dude.
Yeah,
oh my
pizza.
God.
Who wants
I know
pizza?
how to do it.
I usually do Subways or Chipotle's or something like that in there.
Throw it in your
Chipotle.
pockets.
Those are easy to slip in there.
Dude, I could eat Chipotle every day. Chipotle's so good.
It's so good.
All right, so sounds like the origin of this whole meme thing started. The first post ever about it was, hey, sorry, my dogs are barking. Who's Sasuke? Do you know who that is?
No.
There's a show, an anime, and this kid's name is Sasuke.
What's the anime?
I don't know what it is. It's just a name.
What does he look like?
He's like a kid with black hair. He's got a blue bandana on. He's wearing like a black Komodo. I don't know.
Can you screen share?
Yeah, I can. Stand by, folks.
You talking about Sasuke?
Sasuke. Yeah.
Oh.
Maybe that's it. Maybe I don't know. It's SAS
From Naruto.
UKE. Yeah, Sasuke. So there's like a scene where he's being choked, right? And there's a cut of, it's like cut in half, and Shaggy is choking it, and it says, haha, like, not bad, Sasuke, man. You made me use like 10% of my power. And it's like Shaggy. So it like got this huge, it like blew up. And so even Matthew Lillard got in on it, and he said there's a conversation where he's talking with, like, they're having an interview, and he says, if it weren't for me, you humans would only have gone, you would have gone extinct a millennia ago. Every good idea you've ever had is actually implanted in your head by me.
Huh.
Like, so
Wow.
it turned into this whole thing about him being a god.
Yeah, that's weird.
You know what? I don't know. I thought they were talking about, like, Scooby-Doo is technically an anime or some stuff, and they might be referencing that because all animes, there's something super powerful about each and every of the characters, and they're always fighting, right? And you're like, I'm only using 20% of my power, right? And then they fight, and then he's beating his butt, and the next guy says, I'm only using 50% of my power, right? And then it's this long thing back and forth. So that's probably what they're getting, right? I think, because I remember back in the day somebody talking about it was technically an anime, and I could see that relating. I don't know if it is actually considered an anime, but I don't know.
It's just weird that
way it
came
would make
about
sense
and
for me.
whatever made it come about.
I don't know. I mean, I could see people be getting behind that movement of, like, all animated shows or animes.
Right.
Like, are animated shows specifically are anime shows specifically from Japan?
No, there's there's Korean, and I think it's the art. I would assume
the style
that
they do. Yeah.
Okay.
But no, because there's Korean anime, Japanese anime. There's a lot of different types of animation.
Right.
But I don't know. Maybe everything is considered an anime. I don't know the answer to your question, but when I hear anime, I think of Naruto. Dragon Ball Z.
Naruto. Is it Naruto or Naruto? We're never
Naruto.
Never gonna get to the bottom of it. So
Naruto.
Yeah,
Naruto.
If you keep saying it's gonna lose meaning. That's what's gonna happen. You ever do that? You say something for so long it just starts to lose meaning. Say a word for so long.
No.
He hasn't.
Like
what am I like? The only person who goes through this stuff?
People start believing it. You say things.
No. I'm saying, like, you say a word so many times, you like lose the word means nothing to you anymore. Do you say it so many times?
No.
You guys are killing me.
Think you're in your own head with that one, man.
I'm not
I
in my
don't
own
like it.
head about that one. You jerks. I'm trying to look up the article for the films opening up. I think it's good. I don't see it making like a full what I think as a lot of stuff that was in post production is going to get like just blasted out to us. That's my hope.
That's my hope as well.
And
Well, that's kind of my hope. So, because I want some things to come out, but I don't want,
don't rush the projects.
Yeah.
Like if you got stuff waiting, send it out to us. We all need it. I think that's the thing with this whole COVID and everything is just like we're all like starving for entertainment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like I've watched, I guess I shouldn't say like I haven't watched every show, but like I've watched every show that I want to watch and I've seen every movie that I want to see right now. And like me and my wife, we were driving home tonight and we're driving by the drive-ins like, oh, they're still playing Trolls in the theaters. Like I don't want to see Trolls in the drive-ins anymore. Like
I think people are more starving to go do stuff. You know what I mean? Because they've been stuck in the house watching movies forever now, right? Movies and shows.
Well, that's why we need the theaters back open. Because then if the theaters get opened up too with the movies, then it's something to do and it's entertainment.
Right. I'm ready to go to like Monterey, Santa Cruz. I'm not going to the Bay Area anytime soon, but.
Well, yeah, I'm not getting on a cruise ship anytime soon.
Dude, the second they open up Disneyland, I'm going.
Of course you are. Go see
going.
Goofy.
I'm going. Go see Goofy. That's my brother.
Hey, I seen your movie. I seen your movie. I can see Steven.
I'm gonna dress as Powerline.
Come on, Goofy, let's sing.
He would.
I saw your movie.
He would. He would fight. He would fight over the radio with me. I was right, by the way. Okay.
You were.
I want to point that out. I was 100% right.
You were.
Yes.
100%.
You were.
So something else I want to talk about.
What's that?
We got I got some heat for some stuff I said last week about Adam Sandler movies. I want to make it 100% clear. Okay?
Duke it out, guys.
No.
Thank you, people.
Yeah, no. Okay.
Thank you.
I agree that Adam Sandler movies are good movies. They're fun movies to watch. I will go watch Adam Sandler movies all the time. What I'm saying though is they're not like good movies. You know what I mean? They're not like held high with other good movies. Like
what did I say? What did I say at work? What did I say to you? They're not. You can't hold the drama to a comedy, right? Of course, a comedy isn't going to get award-winning stuff because it's sarcastic acting and
I wouldn't even say award-winning. I would say like hold them up against like Anchorman or Dumb and Dumber. Those movies are good movies. Like all around, those are good movies. I don't think an Adam Sandler movie can like hang with those kind of comedy movies. Or like,
oh yes, they can. You're asking for it again, Steven.
I'm not asking for it. I'm just saying that I don't think that like, but they're not like bad movies. They're like, I don't know.
I'll say it. Adam Sandler has some bad movies. I'm sorry to say, there are some bad Adam Sandler movies out there.
Adam Sandler does have some janky movies. He does. I agree with you.
Yeah.
But I think he has more good movies than bad.
Okay. I can get behind that.
I don't know.
I think he really started falling downhill when he got onto this Netflix thing and been powerhousing movies through.
But that's the thing. I like those movies. Those are just like funny, guilty pleasure movies, and you could just.
But like I said, Happy
whatever.
Gilmore, 51st Dates, freaking.
Yeah.
Billy Madison,
Mr. Deeds, Billy
Madison.
What's the dad one?
Big Daddy.
Big Daddy.
Grown-ups. Little Nicky, Grown Ups. Dude.
Yeah.
That's more movies I could put on my my hands that are good. But I could tell you right now that the Gems one is probably not going to be that good. I don't think it's going to be good just by saying. Just because he's not.
You can't. It's hard to take him as a serious.
You can't take him when he's doing that. When he's doing that. That's why I like Spanglish, because he didn't do no crazy accent, no nothing. It was actual serious role. But this movie, he's doing a crazy accent. You can't take him serious.
Is he? I don't think he's doing a crazy accent. He's like a New Yorker.
New Yorkers have accents.
New Yorker.
No,
Or Yucca.
but it's over the top. It's over the top.
I don't know.
We'll see. We'll see. Because I haven't watched it yet. I just me looking at it, I don't think it's probably going to be a good movie. And that's me. Oh, I think it'll be a good movie. I think it was a good movie. Yeah.
Let's see.
But-
I want to see what it has on IMDb right now.
Adam
It's
Sandler
got a
will go
it's
down.
got a
as
meta
legend.
it's got a meta score of
He will,
90.
yeah. I mean, definitely he's going to. I mean, he's got all this.
Sure.
He's made all these movies, so of course he's going to.
Yeah.
And he's got a big following, but
Yeah.
that still doesn't necessarily.
I
don't know.
I don't know. It's got some high hopes. No, it's got some good reviews on it right now. It's like at a 90. I can't see where this.
What? What's
there
that?
it is. It's got a 7.5 on IMDb.
Rotten Tomatoes.
IMDb.
The Uncut Gem.
Yeah, Uncut Gems.
Yeah, I've been hearing good stuff about it. I don't think I heard anything bad about it.
Here's the thing. I'll give you the percentages. So this is 6 and below or like super small. 7 out of 10, it got 22%. 8 out of 10, 30%. 9 out of 10 was a 16%. And 10 out of 10 was an 8%. Everything else from 6 down is lower than that. So like it's a good movie. It's up there on the scales. But like, let's look at what other movie do we want to look at? One of his old good ones. Let's look at Mr. Deeds. No, that's not a good one. We'll look at
that's not a good one. Pull
Billy
up one of his
Madison.
pull up one of those ones. Billy Madison and Happy Gilmore.
all right, Billy Madison. It's got a 6.4.
For people
And let's look up Happy Gilmore. All right. It's got a 7. So I think this is up there with his other movies. But look at Dumb and Dumber.
I don't know. There's something. There's a certain. I don't know. I don't know what it is that Adam Sandler has that people gravitate to. They just
He's got just a
love
charm. He's
his
just a
character.
charming guy. He's
Well, no, there's a lot of his movies he's not being charming. He's being this weird, obnoxious
it's different.
type
It's
of
like
character, and it's like,
it's inviting. You
I know
what
what
I mean?
you're talking about because that's how I feel Uncut Gems is probably going to be.
what's that?
Just because
Obnoxious?
he's playing this obnoxious kind of
Yeah.
like character that doesn't fit because you see if you're watching the trailer, right? Because I've watched the trailer. He doesn't fit. His acting doesn't fit with everybody else that is acting around him. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
He's
yeah.
like he's out of place in my head. So I don't know until I watch it. I might be like, oh, this is tight, but
Like it doesn't feel like a traditional
I'm
Adam
like-
Sandler role.
yes, it's like you're saying. I'm watching this trailer. I'm all like, this is probably going to be a bad one, but I don't know. I agree with you. He does have some crappy movies, but a lot of them are good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, when you do a lot of movies, yeah, you're gonna have.
Yeah,
you know,
you're not gonna have 100%.
It's kind of like that basketball player that just he's a ball hog and he shoots a lot. You know.
Yeah.
Right.
He's gonna miss a lot, but he's gonna have a high point total at the end. You know, so it's just kind of one of those things. So
Right.
I don't know. I don't catch the appeal of Adam Sandler.
And that's cool.
I have respect for him.
It's
I
because you're
know
not
he's
a
gonna
man
be-
of culture, Jason.
I am a man of culture.
Man of
but I
culture,
just-
Jason.
Not
No,
not
it's
a
just-
comedian. Not a
You know,
comedy.
I hear people not liking certain comedians because they don't like a certain. You know, everybody has their taste. A taste in movies, comedy, whatever, and it's just
Right.
probably not your taste. So
It's not my
it's
taste.
cool.
Comedy's
We
not my
can
taste
agree
anyway, but I
to
still
disagree. Then, yo.
we can, yeah.
Don't break your neck there, buddy.
I know. Easy,
I'm
fella.
exercising, trying to lose my
Dude,
second here.
well, all right. This is totally not like gamer related or entertainment related. How many of you guys have gained a bunch of weight since quarantine?
I can't gain weight.
What?
It's-
I think I've gained like at least 15 pounds.
Really? I wish I can do that.
You
I
can
think
take,
I'm-
Honest-
I think
I
I'm
honestly
losing
can't
right
do it.
now.
you can take all my weight.
I wish I could.
I'm
I
ready
think-
I'm going on a diet. Who wants to go on a diet with me?
No, not me. I can't do it.
Go on a
I'm
bulk.
on a-
Just
I'm
do
on
it.
a diet.
Jason, just do a dirty bulk.
I tried.
No, like really dirty. Try to eat like
No, I'm not. No, I'm not gonna
4,000
go red.
calories a day.
No, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
go. I'm not gonna go crazy dirty. Right now.
Yeah.
What do
you
you eat? What do you eat?
Who?
Like on a normal day, what do you eat?
Me? What I eat? I don't know. Whatever I can
Like-
get my hands on.
Yesterday, what did you eat?
Yesterday I ate.
You had a peanut
Ate-
butter and jelly for lunch.
I did have peanut butter.
Yeah. That's because that's what you always have for lunch.
Just one?
Jason, what's for lunch today? Peanut butter and jelly.
Sometimes I have tuna.
Tuna. Oh,
Just one though?
you need to make
Yeah.
like 3
Well,
of them suckers.
Actually, no, not yesterday. That was Friday. Friday I had a peanut butter and jelly.
When you make a sandwich, do you put one sandwich in your lunchbox?
No, when I have time, I try to do 2. But yeah, if I'm running short on time, then I do 1. But
What kind of
I
snacks you
typically
put in
aim
there?
for 2. I put apples in there. I put some fruit snack in there. I put chips in there. I put it's always like some kind of protein bar in there or 2. There's also some like peanut butter crackers. I got
Do
some
you eat breakfast?
carrots in there. Yes.
And you eat all of it.
Yeah, I eat all of it.
What do you have for dinner?
It's usually like some
Nick is
pork
gonna-
chop, some rib, not rib,
Ooh,
some
I was
steak,
like, you got ribs?
beef
Yeah.
steak or like pork steak or something like that, or
Did you just say
chicken.
beefcake?
Steak.
Oh, steak. I was like, it's a beefcake.
That would be
You
weird.
got
So,
a high metabolism.
Yeah, you just got super high.
Just some
metabolism.
people was blessed with it. Me, I eat corn on the cob and gain 20 pounds.
That's because corn on the cob is all sugar. Corn is
Probably
like the
vat
worst.
of butter that I did put all over it.
Corn is like the worst diet vegetable there is.
I
What?
love corn though.
Yeah, you guys don't know that corn is like
No.
terrible for your diet because it's all sugar.
Why do you think you
corn
find
is great. I love corn.
when you
Eat
eat
corn
corn,
alone.
you eat corn and you poop a corn on the cob?
Because it doesn't digest.
Yeah,
It's
not the best thing for you.
digest.
it's
It's not.
good. It
You
tastes
gotta
good.
eat.
I don't poop
Probably not the
corn
best for your diet.
kernels out.
You got to eat like green, all greens.
Well, yeah, I do. I eat green greens. I eat a lot of
Oh,
green
yeah.
greens.
I don't eat any greens because all
Green-
green
green beans.
vegetables. I'm gonna tell you this right now, and I'm sticking to it. It's my hill that I'm gonna die on till the day I die. All green vegetables smell like farts.
That's because you end up farting it out because of the fibers and stuff.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
I come in the house, I'm like, oh man,
They
who
smell-
farted? And my wife's like, I'm cooking broccoli, and I'm like, oh gosh, like that's
No,
disgusting.
yeah, I don't
She's
know.
lying. She
where
just
you-
blew it up in the bath. She just blew it up in there. She's like, it's the broccoli.
That's so funny you said
No,
that.
yeah, I can't agree with you on that. I don't think that.
They-
No,
don't
I
think
love
that-
I love vegetables, man.
I know
do
I'm
too.
I'm like I don't eat vegetables. I can eat spinach and asparagus. Those are like the 2 vegetables I can eat. And carrots.
You don't like broccoli?
And no, it smells like farts.
And so, do you
No,
like
that's-
And
No,
then
it
you
doesn't.
eat it
It's
when you eat
weird.
it cold. When you eat broccoli cold, it just sticks on you.
Why
Like
would you
it
eat it
sticks on
cold?
your tongue.
Steven, I smelled your fart before, and it doesn't smell like no fucking broccoli.
I'm not saying my fart.
You
I
smell
don't
like
have broccoli
straight.
farts. I'm just saying when I go into the house, I'm like, it smells like farts up in here.
Oh
And it's
no!
broccoli. It's always broccoli. And then like,
Disgusting.
how come asparagus makes your pee smell funny? Like, what's that all about?
You don't drink enough water, dude.
What are you
Drink some
talking
water.
about?
Drink some water.
You don't. Okay, hold on. You don't know like asparagus pee? That's like a real thing.
I know, but it doesn't affect me because I drink hella water. My pee never smells.
Jason, can you weigh in on this?
I'm not gonna.
I could, but I'm not going to.
How about
Have we
eat
officially run out of
asparagus?
topics?
I
We'll
think
eat,
so.
We'll
I
eat
think so.
asparagus, and then Jason will judge who smells like
No.
smells worse.
No.
Come on, you know you want to.
You can find another Jason for that one. That's not gonna be this one.
You look good in a referee uniform. Does he
Oh.
look like a
Speaking of like referee, did you hear about what they're trying to do with the NBA?
what?
They're trying to bring it's like the top 12 teams
Oh yeah, I heard this.
They're bringing them together, and they're gonna sequester them in Orlando for all the way up till October. From like now to October, they're gonna be like isolated in Orlando, Florida, just to play basketball and the playoffs and everything.
Yeah.
And like,
You know how they should just do it? They should just
They gotta all
have
get
one
tested and
giant
stuff first.
tournament and then end it
Well,
there.
that's what
Just have
it-
a
I mean-
giant tournament.
I don't know. You can't do that.
Game after game after game after
Just
game.
do like
Instead
a
of
big,
doing like
just do like
yeah.
a big NCAA bracket. of
one
like-
game, one loss, you're out.
Yeah,
Right.
the Kings made it somehow.
Yeah, they made it somehow.
They were like
I don't
just like just that 500 mark.
know. Thanks, COVID.
Yeah.
Call
Hopefully,
that.
I'm just praying that this whole thing doesn't affect football season.
Oh, that's what I'm. Yeah, we're talking sports on this thing.
It's okay.
Hey,
Nick
Yeah,
loves sports.
I hope it doesn't. I hope it doesn't affect.
I like sports, but I'm not a big watcher of sports. I like going out to go watch the football game, and that's just because I like to get food before I go in.
Mick goes for
anyways.
tailgating.
Oh yes, it's so fun, and I sleep through the first half,
Oh my
and then wake up, and then watch the end of it, and be all mad because
wow.
we lost. Anyway, I don't know what happened. I was sleeping.
Oh, sleep.
I remember my mom was having problems with some guy, and they're all yelling up to me for assistance and shit.
Right.
My mom looked up there, and I'm just knocked out in the seat. He's like, stupid. Anyways, but yeah, I was talking about. I wanted to say like, it's crazy because I've been going back and listening to all our old stuff from episode 1 to right now. It's like every episode we're
Yeah.
getting better and better, adding more things. And I just want to say, Steven, it's because of you that we got, all this crazy stuff we have, the intros, all that stuff. I just wanted to thank you and make sure everybody knew that you're the man behind the camera. You know what I mean? Behind the scenes.
Good job, man.
And thank you for doing that.
Thanks,
He
man.
does his thing.
I appreciate that. No, it's
Well put, Mick.
it's a labor of love.
Oh yeah.
We enjoy doing this, even though sometimes we may get off track and sometimes we may not have a topic to talk about, but we just love getting together and three buddies who enjoy each other's conversation. And I think that's what makes this great. So, yeah. I think that's a good place to end tonight's episode.
I think so too.
I had to toot your horn a little bit.
No, I appreciate that. It means a lot, It's it's a lot of
awesome.
work, but I love doing it. And when we talked about this, got me excited because I built my own computer for this kind of stuff, and I wasn't using it for that, and now I get to use it all again for what it was made to do.
Oh, yeah.
So
Okay.
thank you. Well, cool. Well, we are the Geek Retreat. We are three coworkers who enjoy getting together, talk about games and movies and everything entertainment, and we love bringing you guys along for the ride. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode. If you did, be sure to like us and subscribe and share with your friends. We do not get paid to do this, and that's not what we want, but we want people to enjoy it. So share it around, send it to somebody you may think may be into this kind of stuff, and join the conversation. That's the other big thing. We want to, this is our effort, or our hope here is that we're going to build a community that people who, want to talk about the stuff but don't have a group of friends to talk about it with can join in with us and comment, and we're going to interact, and we read every comment. We try to respond to every post. So go comment, go like and subscribe. Go check us out on Facebook. That's where we spend most of our time communicating to you guys. We'll send out polls. We'll send out questions for topics to discuss on the podcast. And so we love you guys. I'm Steven. That's Jason. Where you at? Here, let me get you. Jason. And that's Mick. And we will see you guys on the next episode.
On the flip side.
See ya.
Later.